This topic which you touched about, staying in Bangalore and the entire atmosphere around that. A lot of people have like clubbed cities with the work that moves around. Like Mumbai is known for the media related stuff. Uh, the entire digital wave that's happening, like digital creators, mostly they are from Bombay. Bangalore is clubbed into the startup thing. Like most tech startups
Yes.
emerge out of Bangalore. But recently, there have been news wherein people are saying that just because these cities are so much recognized by the work that they do, these cities, the cost of living in this city is like huge. So I met a
Yes.
person the other day who told me that he has got a very high paying job in Bombay, but what he does
Mm-hmm.
is that he lives like somewhere outside Bombay, like not even outskirts, like properly another city of Maharashtra. He lives over there, and he can afford like 4 to 5 flights a month to fly down to his office whenever needed, and rest of the time he's working from his home. And he says that the cost to and fro 5 times, which is like 10 flights a month, is way cheaper than his actual cost of living close to his office, because his office lies somewhere in South Bombay, wherein the like rent is way too high.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes.
So,
Yeah, I
do you
get.
think that's happening? That like 5 years from now, 10 years from now, these clubbing of cities will diverge out. Like people will say, like even today, still we need people to come and. If it is a tech startup, okay, you live wherever you want, but if you can afford the flight, come fly to Bangalore, do your meetings and all, fly back to your home. But like 5 years from now, 10 years from now, these clubbings would break. Like people would live wherever they want and work from there. Like basically remote work will take over these clubbing of cities.
Yes, you are going in a right direction, and how you frame this question is also right, because this pandemic has forced company and forced these employers to
Hmm.
realize that work can be done from home also, without hampering the quality of the work, without hampering the team culture and everything.
Hmm.
So it's been around 8 months. We people are doing work from home, and many other companies in the world they are doing work from home, and for 80 or 90% of the company it's good. Like people are not cribbing about like we want to go to office. I don't think so,
Hmm.
because it's a cost reduction for everyone.
Yeah.
And coming to the rental part of these cities, yeah, it's a very huge,
Hmm.
because so everything in the economy goes by the supply and demand.
Hmm.
So if the demand increases, if the number of people coming to Hyderabad, Mumbai, and Bangalore increases, then for per house there are 10 people standing outside for rent. So
Hmm.
obviously the owner will say, whosoever will pay me higher amount, they will get
Bidding,
the home.
bidding.
Bidding kind.
Hmm.
So not in an explicit bidding, but it's just an indirect way. If 10 people are there per house, then obviously there will be a one person who will be paying more, and that's
Hmm.
how the prices go up.
Hmm.
Now, after this lockdown, everyone moved out of Bangalore, Mumbai, and Hyderabad and big cities.
Hmm.
So the rent came down. So now you can see it was not a kind of a thing that every time the rent will be up. So it's
Hmm.
totally on the supply and demand. So the demand got decreased, and
Hmm.
I believe personally that demand will fall in coming years also, because of this kind of new working model.
Hmm.
Like people can do work from home, and people can live in other part of the city where
Hmm.
they can travel in a some other cheaper way. So in Bangalore also people live around 15 to 20 kilometers from their office, and they take around 3 hours to come office and 3 hours to go to the office. So
6 hours
this comes
commute.
around 6 hours.
Hmm.
So how like 25% of your life you are giving for traveling. But if a person is very clear or very intelligent to how to use those 6 hours,
Hmm.
then it's totally up to them to travel this much. But some
Yeah.
people don't know actually how to utilize those kind of time. So
Hmm.
that is a huge blunder people make by staying outside the office, and they don't know how to utilize it.
Hmm.
If a person knows it very well, then it's totally fine. You can travel, because people travel a lot from India to Australia also, and to US, Canada also, and
Hmm.
in not just like a once in a year, but twice or thrice in a month also.
Hmm.
So they know like flight will take 10 hours or 20 hours. They will not waste their 20 hours.
Hmm.
People are very smart. So in that case, I think this trend will go there, and people will start living in their hometown, their home cities also,
Hmm.
and in other part of the other part of the city to reduce the rent.